Yeah.
All right. Is it
Yeah.
going? They're both going?
Yeah, both are going.
Okay, cool. Hey everyone, my name is Jason Tarico. I'm here with Jared. Jared is one of our videographers extraordinaires. He's been with us. How long have you been with us, Jared?
About 2 months.
2 months now. Wow, man, time flies.
Yeah, it has.
It's been
gone by
a
pretty
little
fast.
while. So you know, I've been going through and I've been talking to the team and Lou and most of the folks, and we wanted to really highlight a lot of the team members because I think what makes us really unique as a company is the people that are part of the company, right? The people that make up the company, and really trying to champion the mission of uplifting Latinos to quality entertainment. So tell me what really brought you or to us, like what really kind of captured your attention in regards to wanting to work with us.
Well, it was certainly looking in different places. Latin sort of stood out. It was different than a lot of the other places I was looking at, and I saw it as sort of an opportunity to challenge myself a little bit, go outside the box. I'm not Latino by any means.
You sure?
Yeah,
No?
sure.
Okay.
I mean, maybe 2 more months.
2 more months.
and
Yeah,
then
we
we'll
might
get
have you.
there. Yeah, but I saw it as something as with a company that's trying to reach out to a wide base. I thought I could bring something unique to the team to where it's like a sort of an outside perspective, and I thought that basically was my my big motivation for joining.
Cool, very cool. And so you're working on one of our biggest projects, which is the M Latino project. It's meant to kind of highlight everyday Hispanics, and ask them very interesting questions and kind of help debunk a lot of the stereotypes. So I think you guys just finished episode 2 and 3?
Episode 2 and 3, yeah. We just this past Saturday we just got both of those episodes done.
How'd that go?
It went well. I think we're really sort of finding our stride with the episode. The first episode we got done, thought it went really well as well. But there's going to be some learning curves to go with it. We're gonna working with it, figure out basically what's going to be the main style for the show and how going forward. Okay, we looked at it and we saw, okay, this is what works. You can look at it and be like, this is what doesn't work. Let's try and draw the focus to these sort of aspects. But I mean, I think overall the first 3 episodes that we've got so far, they're looking really good.
Cool. So what was kind of like, one of the highlights, one of the things that you were like, oh my God, that's hilarious or kind of funny?
Well, I mean, the first episode, like I said, it's sort of a learning curve, and one of the biggest things that we did with the first episode is we had a full list of just a bunch of different sort of questions. I think with episodes 2 and 3, we sort of found a focus a little bit more about going towards a certain theme. The first episode, we sort of had to, dig it out of what we had, but so we asked a bunch of different questions. We asked what their favorite Latin dish was, favorite Spanglish phrases. We threw a couple wild card ones in there. I know we asked what makes them feel sexy, what are Latinos like in bed, which my favorite thing was probably the reactions just to the question, how each of them they powered through it. They gave some good answers, but
some of them were shocked for a minute, like, oh.
Yeah. And they were like giggling and laughing through once they finished answering the question. But that sort of shock value was fun to see.
Awesome. No, that's great. So you've been with us 2 months now. Tell me, is there anything that you may have learned, I guess, about Hispanic culture? Being since you started or something.
Highlight? Well, like certainly, I think M Latino is probably the perfect series for me to have been tasked with working on. I think it sort of allowed me I've gotten to talk to probably 10 to 15 different Hispanics about just everyday life that they go through, little things, just favorite music, stuff like that, but more serious stuff like dealing with stereotypes and who they deal with those stereotypes mostly with, and a lot of it was like white people was probably the biggest answer that I got. And,
was that surprising or?
No, it wasn't necessarily surprising, but but the way they would explain certain stereotypes they would get, and then you think about it and you sort of reflect on how you view other people.
Mm-hmm.
I know certainly with me being on the outside looking in, it helped me.
You're Hispanic now. What are you talking
Yeah. Well, it helped me gain a stronger understanding about different things. That I didn't know that little things that I didn't know really bothered. Some Hispanics about how people view them and how the stereotypes that are common. But yeah, I think being on the outside, like I said, outside looking, I think it's the perfect series because it allows you to evaluate yourself, how you view other people, not just Hispanics, but everybody, and how you want to be viewed, and how you want you want people to view your culture,
Sure.
and your identity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, here we are. We're in beautiful Washington D.C. downtown, 17th and I, in the office. I've got a lot of shenanigans, and the team, we work hard, we play hard. So what's your most memorable moment in the office that we've done? And it could be anything, whatever it is.
Anything. Most memorable
moment
in the office. Oh,
I'm putting you on the spot.
Put me on the spot. Oh man, I'm trying to.
I know Lou's recording this. I know he's got a bunch. He's sitting there trying to hold it in.
I brought back to the M Latino series. I think some of the funny stuff that we got. One of the it was fulfilling to see the enjoyment that we got of the entire staff with some of the answers we got, some of the funny moments that we weren't expecting that we were able to get from from some of our some of the people we were talking to. So that was always fun. I know also collaborating, coming in on Saturday, doing a social skit, working in the office, not necessarily in our normal meetings, but that was awesome. That's always fun.
The Hispanic Siri versus
right. Yeah, that
Alexa.
was and just
that was fun.
Yeah, it's great to work on those type of projects. Also, the moments when we're sitting around the table, just bouncing ideas off of each other.
I think it was fun trying to come up with getting Siri to say what we wanted her to say.
Yeah, that was it was fun. So, some a little aggravating sometimes because she wouldn't repeat it exactly the way we wanted.
Right,
it, but it was fun.
You gotta play with it a little bit. Right?
Yeah, we were writing we had these dry erase walls. We were writing the script on the wall, which was fun.
Which is fun, right? No, it's awesome.
That was fun doing that, and then fun coming in and getting that on screen. So I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think you did a great job, putting that together. You were kind of the driving force behind that. So, kudos to you for that, and guiding us really in that skit, because I know we had an idea, and I think it was Julio that brought the idea to us, and we kind of said, okay, well, let's pull that thread, and we started coming up with the different concepts and trying to figure out how we're going to do it. But we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from it, which has been great. So that said, so what about from a business standpoint, right? Like an entrepreneurial standpoint, is there anything that you've learned or you want to share that you found interesting in working with a company that's kind of starting to really grow? And
yeah, I guess I didn't really know too much about how much you got to put into social media posts and how often you got to basically keep on that, and just like content is king. So you got to keep producing content. The internet doesn't sleep. People on the internet don't sleep. So there's no reason you should be doing it.
Right.
So you gotta be putting stuff out day to day, depending on if it's a picture or a post or videos every week, just content. And I think we're getting there. I think we're working on it. We have a lot of stuff in the works that we're gonna be able to start releasing content very often. And I think I'm learning how important that is to the business side and just getting the name out there.
Sure. So based on what you've seen, like, where do you see us in 5 years? In your opinion, unbiased, raw, I don't care.
So it's been about 5 years already, right?
Yeah. We just hit 5 years in October, so 5-year anniversary.
Okay, so another 5 years. I right now, with like you said, with the feedback from the Siri versus Alexa skit was very good and very positive. I think the Facebook posts are going well. We started doing these reposts about other people's photos, and a lot of the photos are really cool. So they may not necessarily be our content, but we're finding that content,
sure.
and we're building a sort of community with
Absolutely.
other people. And I see it, the growth to continue. I think we're starting to make a lot of content. We have the Am Latino series. Got Sosone has got a couple episodes in the books. Working on a lot of social skits that are coming out. Just brainstorming. I think.
Yeah, so we got one coming up this weekend.
Right. Yeah.
What are we calling it, Lou? Los Pawn Stars or Hispanic Pawn Stars?
Yeah, I think Los Pawn Stars.
Los Pawn Stars, yeah. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah, I'll be acting in it, so I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll be in front of the camera.
In front of the camera.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But I think just with that, I think keep going with the driving content, making videos, posts, Instagram. I think it's going to continue to grow.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you saying that, because I think from an organization perspective, I think we're starting to really find our sweet spot. Like I think we're starting to get in the groove of what type of content our audience is really, what's really resonating with them, what they're really liking, and I think as a creative team, I take you against any of these, multi-channel content providers, any day of the week. So, and we're just getting started, right? So that's the beauty of it. Like we've got this funnel of just content that we're just working on, and we're ready to start releasing. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and the ambition is there, which is the first step. So I think that's definitely key.
Yeah, definitely. I think to some extent we're doing a lot more than we thought we would be doing or trying to do, right?
Right.
But which is good, right? Because you always want to stretch yourself. You don't want to underachieve. You want to overachieve.
Exactly.
Right? And then you might hit your goal, right? So,
right.
So with that said, I just want to thank you. It's been great having you on the team. We've got a long way ahead of us, and I'm looking forward to getting Am Latino out there. And that's anything else you want to say to our audience?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Some new shows that we're already in the process of making that some people haven't seen yet, like Am Latino. But we also have other ones in the works that are going to be starting that even we haven't seen, but we're excited about. So Sit Rep, Trep Life, shows like that coming out.
Yeah, the Sub Rep's going to be cool because of the highlighting Hispanic veterans. So that's going to be
right.
Really interesting, especially in DC with such a military community here. And I think that the Hispanic veterans play such an under promoted demographic within. There's so many Hispanics. So just kind of talking and highlighting. Me being a veteran, Julio being a veteran. I think that's going to be really key. So. But thank you again. So you guys, if you're watching, make sure to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, download our 2 Roku channels, LETNetworks and Latinpreneur, and we'll see you guys next week.